Welcome to Day 30, the final chapter of your biology domination journey. Today we cover ecology, the most sweeping, most connected, and most commonly misunderstood unit in the entire NEET syllabus. From how a single organism adapts to its environment, to the forces that hold entire ecosystems together, to why biodiversity is Earth's most precious resource, we cover it all today. This is not just a chapter. This is biology coming full circle. Let's finish strong. Let's start with the foundation, organisms and their environment. Every organism lives within a habitat, and that habitat throws challenges at it constantly. Abiotic factors, temperature, water, light, and soil, determine where an organism can survive. Biotic factors, other organisms, determine how it survives. Now, organisms respond to environmental challenges in two ways. Conformers simply change their internal body conditions to match the outside. Most invertebrates and plants do this. Regulators, like birds and mammals, maintain a constant internal environment through thermoregulation, osmoregulation. It costs energy, but gives them independence. Here's your neat trap question. Is a human a conformer or regulator? Regulator, always. Now, Allen's rule. Animals in cold climates have shorter, rounder extremities to reduce heat loss. Bergmann's rule. Animals in cold climates are larger. Both are NCERT gems that appear directly in NEET MCQs. Population ecology. This is a high-yield topic for NEET. Every population has four basic parameters: birth rate, natality; death rate, mortality; immigration, and emigration. Now, the two growth models you must know cold. Exponential growth happens when resources are unlimited. The equation is dn over dt equals rn. It gives a J-shaped curve. In nature, this rarely lasts. Logistic growth is the realistic model. As population approaches the carrying capacity, K, growth slows. The equation is dn over dt equals rn times k minus n divided by k, the S-shaped curve. The point of maximum growth rate is at n equals k divided by 2. In NEET 2024, a direct MCQ appeared on this formula. Age pyramids tell you the future of a population. A broad base means expanding, a narrow base means declining. Simple to read, but frequently tested. Ecosystems are where energy meets matter. Let's lock in the most tested facts. Energy flows through ecosystems in one direction only, from sun to producers to consumers. It is never recycled. Lindeman's 10% law. Only 10% of energy is transferred from one trophic level to the next. This is why long food chains are energetically inefficient and rare. The pyramids. Numbers, biomass, and energy. The pyramid of energy is always upright, no exceptions. This is a direct NEET question. Gross primary productivity minus respiration gives you net primary productivity. This is what is available for consumers. Now, nutrient cycling. Carbon cycles through the atmosphere and is gaseous in nature. Phosphorus cycle is sedimentary. It goes through rocks and soil. There is no atmospheric phase. That distinction has appeared in NEET multiple times. Decomposers, mainly fungi and bacteria, are the unsung heroes of nutrient recycling. Species don't live in isolation. They interact, compete, cooperate, and exploit each other. These interactions drive evolution itself. Let's go through them rapidly. Mutualism. Both species benefit. Classic NEET examples: mycorrhiza, fungi and plant roots; lichens, fungi and algae; clownfish and sea anemone; fig and fig wasp. Predation. One benefits, one is harmed. Predators act as population regulators and drive coevolution. Mimicry in monarch butterflies is a brilliant predation defense. Parasitism. Endoparasites, like Ascaris, versus ectoparasites, like lice. Know the difference. Commensalism. Orchids growing on trees. The orchid benefits, the tree is unaffected. Amensalism. Penicillium secreting penicillin kills bacteria. The bacteria is harmed, penicillium is unaffected. Competition. Gauss's competitive exclusion principle states that two species competing for identical resources cannot coexist indefinitely. One will always outcompete the other. This principle has been directly tested in NEET. Know it cold. Biomes are large-scale ecosystems defined primarily by climate. For NEET, you need to know the key characteristics of each. Tundra, permafrost, no trees, extreme cold. Taiga, coniferous forests, longest biome on Earth. Tropical rainforests, highest biodiversity on Earth. Remember this. Deserts, cam plants like cacti store water. They open stomata only at night to minimize water loss. Now, aquatic ecosystems. Lentic means still water, like lakes and ponds. Lotic means flowing water, like rivers. The photic zone receives sunlight and supports photosynthesis. The aphotic zone is permanently dark. The species-area relationship is critical for NEET. The formula is S equals C times A to the power Z. The Z value for islands ranges from 0.1 to 0.2, but for separate continents, it's 0.6 to 1.2. A higher Z value means species diversity drops sharply when habitat is lost. This is a NEET 2023 level question. We arrive at the most philosophically rich part of today: biodiversity and conservation. Biodiversity exists at three levels: genetic diversity, variation within a species; species diversity, number and variety of species; and ecological diversity, variety of ecosystems. India is extraordinarily rich, 12th in plant diversity, 7th in mammals globally. Why is species diversity highest near the equator? 3 reasons from NCERT: more solar energy and productivity, stable climate over millions of years allowing species accumulation, and more complex habitats. The threats to biodiversity can be remembered as HIPPO. Habitat loss is the single biggest threat. Then invasive species, pollution, population pressure, and overexploitation. Conservation strategies in situ means conserving species in their natural habitat. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, and the beautiful concept of sacred groves, forests protected by local communities for generations. Ex situ means conservation outside the natural habitat: zoos, botanical gardens, seed banks, and cryopreservation. Both approaches are needed and both are tested in NEET. Let's lock in the rapid recall before you go. Conformers change with the environment. Regulators maintain internal stability. Allen's rule, shorter extremities in cold. Bergmann's rule, larger bodies in cold. J-curve is exponential. S-curve is logistic. Maximum growth happens at half the carrying capacity. Only 10% of energy transfers between trophic levels. Pyramid of energy is always upright. Gauss's exclusion principle: no two species can occupy the same niche forever. HIPPO for biodiversity threats. In situ versus ex situ conservation. Know both. Species area relationship Z values: 0.1 to 0.2 for islands, 0.6 to 1.2 for continents. India has 4 biodiversity hotspots. And most importantly, you have completed 30 days of NEET biology domination. From the living world on day 1 to ecology today, you have done something most students never finish. NEET 2026 is yours. Go get it.